to Lidoff Stadium, getting ready for the 26-60 opener between Smithson Valley and Clemens. Ray Freeman alongside Tony Brubaker. Tony, let's now break down the matchup between these two. You look at Smithson Valley's offense first. The Rangers, 2 games into the season, have had a tough go of it in terms of scoring points and moving the football.
Yeah, just dependable pass catchers has been an issue for Levi Williams, and the ability to run the ball efficiently hasn't been there yet either.
Now you look at on the other side of the football, Clemens, their defense, one of the best in the district a year ago, and very good defensively again this season. Going to be a tough challenge for the Rangers offense tonight.
Size up front, hard to run against, and athletes that run to the ball, the second and third level, they're really tough to move the ball against.
Again, it is Smithson Valley against Clemens in the 26-6A opener. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
Join us on the Hill Country Mile in Bernie's historic downtown for an old-fashioned holiday kickoff with all the trimmings at the 19th Annual Dickens on Main celebration, Thanksgiving weekend, November 23rd and 24th. Bring friends and family to welcome the Christmas season with live music, theatrical performances, carriage rides, Santa visits, and more along snowy Main Street. Admission is free, and the memories last a lifetime. Visit dickensonmain.com for all the details.
They say it's cooked to perfection when he decides it is. They say the word flavor was named after him. They say you can beat Bobby Flay. What do they know? Beat Bobby Flay, Thursday night at 10 on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC, Channel 563.
And welcome back to Lidoff Stadium. Smithson Valley and Clemens running for the 26-6A opener. The Rangers, reigning district champions from a year ago, and they played very well on the road. Dating back to 2010, the Rangers are 34-7 away from Ranger Stadium, and they've won 8 straight football games on the road. But this Smithson Valley offense will be tested early as they get the football first against a very stout Clemens defense. The Buffaloes won the toss, electing to defer. They're wearing the yellow jerseys here tonight. The Rangers in the road whites.
And if you didn't know this already, we've got a freshman, the deep player, receiving kicks, Cason Wells.
This game is underway. A short end over and kickoff that sails out of bounds off the foot of Clemens kicker Noah Taylor. And the Rangers will get pretty good field position to start the game as we are underway in 26-6A play.
Just curious, if is it where it goes out of bounds or it's just automatically at the 35?
Well, I think it's where it goes out of bounds, but because the flag was thrown, I think you get to tack on 5 yards for legal procedure.
Okay, yep.
So the football mark of the 40-yard line. Smithson Valley's offense comes out first. The Rangers have not scored in the first half this season. Off the scoreboard last week in the first half against Madison, and 2 weeks prior in the opener against Midland Lee. Williams in the offense works on first out from the 40. The senior will head it off to Darlington Frash and is crashed out of the 42. Get him a couple of yards, they'll bring up second down and 8.
You saw their defense just run downhill to the ball. A couple of linebackers, Macias and Bennett, 2 of the quickest ones there.
Now second and 8 for their own 42-yard line. Game just underway and no score. Williams from the gun. And a false start against Gilliam. Far side of the field will make it second down and 13. We know this, Tony, playing behind the chains against a defense like this at Clemens is going to make for a long night for Smithson Valley.
There is no doubt about it. They cannot afford to make the kind of just fundamental mistakes that cost you yards.
Gilliam had a big 30-yard touchdown catch in the game last week in the fourth quarter against Madison. Now second and 13 from their own 37. Off the play-action fake, the pass is dropped by the slot receiver for the Rangers, Chris Rivera, And just like that, good field position, but 3rd down and 13.
Kind of surprising. Rivera's been the guy that's been the go-to guy on receptions with 10 to lead everyone on the team. But that one, again, a simple, fundamental mistake. Catch the ball before you start to run.
The Rangers have to reach midfield for a 1st down from their own 37. Williams back to throw, gets a 4-man rush. Pass to the near side, caught, breaking a tackle. The tight end, Austin Howell. 1st down to the Clemens territory at the Buffalo 49-yard line.
Tight ends have not been a big part of the passing game in the first 2 games, but that's a critical 3rd down conversion and a tight end that's caught 1 pass all year.
Yep, just his 2nd of 2018, Howell. And now 1st down to the Buffalo 49. District 26, 6A opener underway, 1 minute gone by and no score. Williams out of the shotgun again, hands off to Frash again. Cutting to his right, Frash finds the sideline. The sophomore is pushed out of bounds near the 40 at the 42. That's a gain of 7 yards, 2nd down and 3.
Franco's the back of the 2 that's had more carries this year, but this particular night it's been Frash that's had 2 early ones.
Frash averaging just 3 yards per carry through the first 2 games of the season. And the backfield again on 2nd down and 3, make it 4 at the Buffalo 43. Frash again the carry, running left. Frash, a physical run to the 40-yard line. 3 hard-earned yards will make it 3rd down and a yard to go.
Great tackle on the play by Joseph Balusik, a junior in the secondary, who really stopped him before he could have got a 1st down, but just by a yard.
Reagan, a really good offense in the greater San Antonio area, held to 95 yards rushing against this defense a week ago. 3rd and a yard from the 40. Frash again. Frash muscles for the 1st down. Up to the Buffalo 38-yard line. Healthy dose of the sophomore here in this drive for Smithson Valley.
Credit the right side of the offensive line, Brooks and Cockney, that gave him enough room to get those 2 yards, and they really had some surge on that side.
Now, we saw Rivera with a drop earlier in the drive with the 2nd play of the possession. Comes back in here on 1st and 10 for the Buffalo 38. 2 minutes gone by, no score. Frash in motion to the backfield. Williams on the rollout. Looking downfield, fires into the flat, caught by Rivera. Unable to slip a tackle, though, and dragged down at around the 35 for 3. Will set up 2nd down and 7. Actually, Mark Franco, beg your pardon, the one who caught that pass. Franco for 3 yards, 2nd down and 7 to go. Marcellus Castaneda on the tackle there for the Buffaloes, and now 2nd down for the 35. Press coverage here for Clemens. High snap to Williams. He'll throw to his right, and the pass dropped by Gilliam. Would have been close to a 1st down. And now 3rd and long coming up for Smithson Valley.
Kind of a physical route for Gilliam there. He got bumped early, and then when he went up for the ball, he got bumped. It's been a great catch, but he just couldn't hang on.
Again, Smithson Valley has not scored in the first half this season, but good position here, facing 3rd down and 7 at the Clemens 35-yard line. They've converted on 3rd down once in the drive, or make it twice in the drive already. Williams to run. Quarterback design draw there. Williams will fight forward, close to the sticks, inside the 30 at about the 29, but I think he's shy by about a half yard, and now a decision coming up for Coach Hill.
And we've seen the Rangers roll the dice, if you will, a couple of times on 4th down, because I think Coach Hill has confidence that they can get that 1 yard.
Well, here we go. 4th and a yard of the Clemens 29. Buffalo stacking the box. Williams himself chopped down and won't get it. Man, that front 7 for Clemens is really impressive. Coming in on the tackle for the Buffaloes, Jalen Robinson, and the Rangers turn it over on downs.
Good penetration by Cody Boatman, one of the tackles that really disturbed the offensive line and really pushed back. I think it was Brooks, and that kind of destroyed any momentum on that run.
So about 3+ minutes into the game, 8:37 to go, first quarter, no score, and the Buffaloes come out on offense for the first time in a look at quarterback Kalik Paulette. And on 1st down, it's not Paulette at quarterback there for the Buffaloes. Instead, it was Max DiDomenico, a sophomore listed as a defensive back on the team, took the snap there. 1st down play on the run, picks up 4.
Yeah, a little bit of a surprise because we haven't seen him do much of anything, but he looks like he belongs there right now.
We saw Paulette and Pittman, the backup, in warm-ups, not Dito Maninko, but there he is on 2nd down and 6. He'll throw it high, but caught at a 1st down to the 45-yard line. Vicente Perez the catch. 1st down Clemens.
And a sophomore quarterback is the starting strong safety according to their depth chart. So kind of a surprise coming out of Clemens tonight.
Clemens' offense has not played that well first 3 games of the season. Paulette in particular really struggling to throw on target. 34% completion percentage through 3 games. So again, it is Dito Maninko at quarterback, and he will run it himself into traffic. Able to pick up about 3 to the 49-yard line, 2nd down and 7.
Great job by Coleman'sberger that time to push the defense, the offensive lineman tight end back. The runner just happened to squirt a different way and get the yardage.
Nearly 5 minutes gone by, opening quarter of the opening district game, Smithson Valley and Clemens here in Schertz at Linoff Stadium. From the own 49 on 2nd down, 7 to go. Here's motion from Perez. He'll take the handoff, running right on the sweep and able to break a tackle into the secondary. Perez finally sliced down to the Ranger 48. 300 yards there will bring up 3rd down, 4 to go, and a Ranger is down. Far side of the field, it's Nick Aiken.
That was a great job of Witcher that time to run down the line and get a shot at him. He just couldn't hang on. Gibbons also in pursuit, but a great run by Perez just to get around that corner.
And the helmet now off of Aiken, and we will step aside. 6:56 to go in the first quarter, no score. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
Okay, take a look here. You know, these pearly whites, they're just not right. So you got this guy here, and boom, you move it over here. And don't forget this guy here, you shove it over here. After Ferris Orthodontics get a hold of these teeth, bam! It's like magic for your teeth. So the thing is, when teeth are lined up, you know, you get a good smile. And it was Ferris Orthodontics that did that right there.
Our family at Summer Hill Dental is part of the community, and we've either been Rangers, are Rangers, or soon will be. Dr. Matt Bayless and Summer Hill Dental have been taking care of Ranger smiles for over a decade because we are your Smithson Valley dentist.
Welcome back to Schertz, no score. About 5 minutes into the game, 6:56 left. Injury timeout moments ago for Nick Aiken, who did not put weight on his right leg heading back to the sideline. We resume play, 3rd and 4. It is a run for Dito Maninko, and the Rangers read that. It looked like Will Gibbons the one that made first contact in the backfield, and it brings up 4th down for the Buffaloes.
Gibbons had the first contact. Corey McElroy cleaned it up at the end and stopped the big 3rd down.
And again, a very interesting decision to start the game. We don't know why, but it is Max Dito Maninko, the sophomore, a defensive back for the Buffaloes, starting at quarterback tonight. And now out to punt the football away is Jackson Macias. With 1 man back deep for the Rangers. Here's a rush, and the Rangers almost got there. The flag flies, though, as the return is taken out across the 30-yard line and down to the 33. And now the ball comes out. The officials, a little bit of a delay blowing their whistles. Bottom line, though, this is going to be Clemens football. It's a possession. Will keep it now, this drive alive.
Their punter is their starting linebacker, Jackson Macias, and I think he got hit pretty hard by 2 different Rangers.
What killer penalty there for Smithson Valley. Tony, the defense gets off the football field. Offense about to come back out. Instead, here is Dito Maninko again at quarterback for Clemens, and the drive continues. Now the Smithson Valley 44.
It's not unusual that one guy runs into the kicker, but when 2 guys do it, they both have bad angles, or what were they trying to do?
Halfway through the first quarter, no score. The sophomore quarterback will work off a play fake. He's pressured. Gets out of it. Dito Maninko on the run now. 40, 35 out of bounds at the 34-yard line. About 10 yards there on the pickup for Dito Maninko, despite great pursuit by Corey McElroy. close to a Buffalo first down.
Well, McElroy's the one who got in there and put pressure on him to start with and just couldn't contain the inside. He had the outside covered, but no one there to fill on the inside. And that was a great run for a first down.
And they will give Dito Manenko the first at the 34-yard line. We do see Paulette and Pittman on the sidelines.
Yes.
Uniforms on, helmets in hand. It is a first down run here. First carry tonight for Jeray Patterson. It is pummeled by the Ranger defense at the 33-yard line, held to a gain of a yard. Second down and 9.
Patterson's been their bell cow running the ball almost 5 yards, a little over 5 yards a carry. Couple of or one touchdown to his credit, but he's been a horse so far this year.
At 15 carries last week against Reagan. And in the backfield again here on second down and 9. 3 wide for Clemens on their first possession of the game. Dito Manenko off the play fake and a deep drop and a rollout. Throws behind the receiver but caught, and close to a first down is Patterson on the catch to the 26, gain of 7, third down and 2.
Good looking play to find your running back out in the flat, and Dito Manenko just did a great job of buying enough time to get him the ball.
Patterson's first catch this season, and now the big package comes in for Clemens on 3rd and short. A drive aided by a Ranger penalty, roughing the punter on 4th down. Three tight ends here. Dito Manenko on the run, breaks a tackle inside the red zone, inside the 20-yard line at about the 18. First down Clemens, and the sophomore looking pretty impressive so far for the Buffaloes.
He has been elusive because several Rangers have had a beat on him tonight, and he's just been able to get by that initial tackler and get good yardage.
4:30 to go, first quarter, no score. Buffaloes on the move. They have played really well in the first quarters this season, outscoring their opponents 31-3. On first down now for the Ranger 18, Dito Manenko out of the shotgun. The sophomore will head it off, running left himself, and stumbles up to the 13. Gain of 5. And we brought up this phrase earlier, staying ahead of the chains. Clemens' offense has done that so far on their opening drive.
Helped by the penalty, but yes, they've been able to get good gains on first down to establish that good percentage to moving on.
And trips formation here on the left for Clemens with a single receiver lined up wide to the right on 2nd and 5 from the Ranger 13. It's a throw, and the pass is tipped and incomplete. A little bit too high, I believe, for Perez for the Buffaloes. Now 3rd down and 5 coming up for Clemens. And actually, they were looking for Andrew Edwards, who had a touchdown catch last week against Reagan.
Jalen Nutt, a good job of running up and getting a hand on it. Thought he had a pick 6, just couldn't pull it down.
The Buffaloes have to reach the Ranger 8 for a first down. Big opening drive for the sophomore Max Dito Manenko. Rangers that 4-man defensive line. Dito Manenko's throw sails over the head of Caleb Thigpen. Not even close. Now 4th down, and the Buffaloes will send out the field goal unit.
Will Gibbons got the pressure and even got a hit on him as he's throwing it, and that's why it was so far away from the intended receiver.
Noah Taylor, the place kicker, one of the better kickers in the 26-6A district. 10 of 12 in his career, but both misses have come this season. This from 30 yards away for the lead.
He was making them from 45 plus before the game.
Perez the holder. Here's the kick. It is up, and the Buffaloes have a 3-0 lead. 30-yard field goal good. 3:23 to go, first quarter. Clemens 3, Rangers nothing. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
With GVTC Connect Home, I can get 24-hour-a-day security monitoring and even get alerts on my phone while I'm on the field at practice. I can lock and unlock my doors, arm and disarm the system remotely, and even see who's on my front porch right here on my smartphone. Coach, wipe your feet.
Let GVTC give you peace of mind when you're not at home. Sign up for GVTC Connect Home today.
And welcome back to Lidoff Stadium. A penalty aids the opening drive for the Buffaloes, and they cash in the form of a 30-yard field goal drilled by Noah Taylor, the 11th made field goal of his career. The Buffaloes have an early 3-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
A good-looking drive where they were able to stay on pace the whole way through. The penalty, obviously, the difference maker in the drive.
Taylor back out there to kick it away with 2 men back deep for Smithson Valley. Kicked out of bounds the first time. The second time, this kick will stay in from the 2, out to the 15, to the 20, to the 30-yard line. Flag is in. This might come back, and the returner is slammed out of bounds at the 43-yard line. That was Ethan Sill, but the penalty back at the 24. This one's going to come back.
Looks like an illegal block in the back.
Holding the official call there, and with penalties have been too much of a storyline so far tonight for Smithson Valley.
Indeed they have. That's the second one that really makes a difference in what earlier you give them a second chance. Now you have great field position pulled back by a penalty.
3 flags in this game against Smithson Valley. 2 have come on special teams. So the football, instead of being marked up to the 44-yard line, is marked back to the 14. So that's essentially a 30-yard penalty for Smithson Valley. And negates a nice return by Sill. 3:16 left for the first, 3-0 Clemens lead. Williams, a future Houston Cougar, hands off on first down at a big gaping hole up the middle. And charging right through that hole, Mark Franco up to the 21-yard line, gains 7. Second down, 3 to go.
Good job at the offensive line again. This time Cunningham and Smith getting up to the second level to give him a path.
Franco had some nice carries last week against Madison, 12 carries for 77 yards against the Mavericks.
He looked more like himself last week, like we saw him last year, finding a niche in those offensive linemen.
Second down and 4, they'll mark it at the 21. Williams hands off to Frash, looking for real estate up the middle, didn't find much. Forward progress for the sophomore will mark him down to the 23, and that'll bring up third down, long yard to go.
Couple of defensive linemen in there, but Jackson Macias, who has 26 tackles this season, has proven that he's quite an active defender in there on that one again.
Again, the front 7 for Clemens is really good. Look out for Boatman. You heard Tony bring up his name earlier, big number 85. Quentin Mayberry, defensive end number 25, and Derek Lewis at linebacker number 22. On the topic of flags playing a big role in this game, penalty thrown here will be called against Clemens for jumping off sides to give the Rangers a first down.
Indeed, and that is good news for Smithson Valley. Just moving the ball consistently has been an issue, and been an issue here tonight.
So with Dito Manenko playing at quarterback, he's not back there at safety right now for Clemens. Keep that in mind.
Yes.
First down for the 28, Williams to throw. He's pressured and throws it into the ground. Looking for Frash. And coming in was Quentin Mayberry. Brought up his name, 20 seconds ago on the pass rush there, second and 10.
It's funny, the Macias looks like he's in the middle of the linebacking core. I don't see Derek Lewis, 22. I haven't seen him out there much tonight.
Final minute 50, first quarter, 3-0 Clemens on top. And right now it appears the Rangers kind of slowing down the game a little bit, taking a lot of time before the next snap. 4 wide for Williams on second and 10 from his own 28. Motion from Frash, fake to him, and a throw. It is incomplete. Intended for Nick Kuykendall. Good coverage from Castaneda for Clemens, now third down and 10.
Clearly the most physical corners we've seen this year. They are playing press coverage, and they are right on our receivers.
The last 2 games, for Clemens' defense against MacArthur and Reagan. They've given up a grand total of 167 yards through the air. Good luck against that secondary. Press coverage here on 3rd and 10. And movement from the Rangers' offensive line will make it 3rd down and harder. Now 3rd and 15 following the false start.
You don't have a whole lot of plays in your playbook for 3rd and 10. Now 3rd and 15.
Minute 44 on the clock of the first quarter. Mentioned the Rangers' offensive struggles in first half this season. The Buffaloes have only given up 3 first quarter points so far this year. 3rd and 15. Williams back to throw. Throwing a deep ball over the near side. Had Gilliam, who beat the coverage from Castaneda, but the pass overthrown. Williams off target will bring up 4th and 15.
That is just simply a pass with a little more air under it and give the receiver a chance to run to it. That was a pretty forceful pass, just kind of a line shot where it could have used a little more air underneath it.
And back to punt is Gilliam, averaging about 35 yards a punt so far this season, the senior. One man back deep. Gilliam's punt, line drive end over end kick, fielded at the 47, up to the Ranger 40 and down to the 36. Nice return for Perez. Buffaloes in business. Not far from the red zone, already on top, 3-zip. Late stages, first quarter.
Gilliam, that soccer style or rugby style kick, they have scouted it. Perez read it, got up early, not letting it get a bounce and a roll, catches it in the air and gets a great return.
Out again, a quarterback for the Buffaloes is Max Didomenenko. Surprise start tonight for Clemens. Looked good, though, on the first drive. From the Ranger 36, Didomenenko on the quarterback keeper. Cutting it back outside of the 26-yard line where he skirts out of bounds. Gains 10. He's looked good so far running the football. First down, Clemens.
For a young guy, he's playing with a lot of poise, for sure.
Oh, yeah. And you still see both Paulette and Pittman on the sidelines for Clemens. In fact, Paulette has his helmet on.
He's been in the waiting all game long. Pittman's the one with the headphones on, talking upstairs.
First down for the Ranger 26, Didomenenko. Hands off this time, running left to the 20. And up to the 17 is where Jere Patterson is finally dropped. Another impressive first down play for Clemens. Nets about 9.5 yards, second down and short.
We talked in the pregame how much they want to run the ball, and that's exactly what they've been trying to do. Just impose their will on the Smithson Valley defense.
Clemens had a season low 87 yards rushing last week against a good Reagan defense. In business, though, here in the first quarter on the ground. Second down, less than a yard to go. Patterson back in the backfield for Clemens. Didomenenko off the play fake, throwing towards the end zone for Perez. Did he make the catch inbounds? It is ruled incomplete. Perez nearly came down with it, though. And now 3rd down and a yard to go.
I don't know if you could have had much better coverage than Jalen Nutt had on him, and still a great pass. Just he was the only one, the receiver was the only one who was going to catch it. And obviously we couldn't tell from here, but it looked like he just was unable to possess it.
Well, you throw in a sophomore, right, for his first snaps at quarterback, and you think you play conservative. That's not the case for Clemens. They've been aggressive offensively with Didomenenko. 3rd down, yard to go. Ranger front seven's got to come up with a play here. It is a run for Didomenenko. Has room inside the 15, inside the 10, and forces his way down to the 6. 11 yards for the sophomore. Will set up goal to go inside the 10-yard line.
And that's with several Rangers on his back. I mean, the most recent one was Jalen Nutt, who was on his back at the end there. But so many Rangers had a chance, they just couldn't get his legs from stopping.
I'll tell you, with that defense of Clemens and this run-oriented offense for the Buffaloes, Smithson Valley cannot afford to go down more than 2 possessions at any point in this game.
They're going to have to convert when they get the ball back.
Big for the defense to hold Clemens to a field goal try here. Here's Patterson on the run, trying to stay upright. Finally dragged down at the 6 for no gain. And that the final play of the first quarter. So 12 minutes in, the Buffaloes looking impressive with a 26-6A opener. Your score, Clemens 3, Rangers nothing. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
Sunday, September 23rd. Don't miss the 911 two-night premiere event.
Must be hard being a first responder.
And if you missed a heart-pounding second of 911 Season 1,
we have to get her to the hospital.
Watch it anytime on demand at Fox Now.
The only way to survive the job is to find a way to cope with the ones who lose. But when you actually save someone, there is no better feeling in the world.
I am going to get you out of here, I swear on my life.
911, the two-night premiere event starts Sunday, September 23rd on Fox.
Smoky Mo's is great. You can feed a whole bunch of people on a little bit of money. It's perfect for Friday nights.
My boy's a football player, and this fills him up. The brisket is awesome.
I like brisket and sweet brisket. I can't say it.
They have the best turkey, brisket, sausage in all of Comal County.
I agree, and the kids love it too.
You're never going to play offensive line for the Rangers eating salad. Come get some beef.
Get your guns up!
Go Rangers! And welcome back to Lidoff Stadium. 3-zip the Buffalo lead, and Clemens with the football. Goal to go to start the second quarter at the Rangers' 6-yard line. Smithson Valley tonight trying to avoid its first 0-3 start in 30 years. Last doing so back in 1988. 2 tight losses in weeks 1 and 3 with no game in week 2. And right now, the defense being challenged here on goal to go inside the 10. On second down, Dieter the sophomore quarterback, trying to turn the corner. The Rangers cut him off. Dieter dragged down by his jersey. Right around the 5-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle made by the sophomore Jalen Nutt. And a big third down coming up in this football game.
Junior Jackson Senni got there late too, but that was a great job by Dieter to just keep his motion going. He got to the corner and saw a defender there, and he just tried to split the oncoming defender from the side and the man in front of him, and ended up getting about a yard or two.
See Perez, the receiver, line up wide left. A near touchdown catch earlier in the drive. Only receiver on the play. 3rd and goal from the 5. Dieter throws Perez's way on the slant. Knocked away by Colin Betsy for Smithson Valley. Will set up 4th down and 5.
Great play by the junior defender. Actually in the game probably because Nick Aiken is out.
Yes.
So he had a chance there to get beat to the inside this time, and he recovered just in time to knock it away. Great defensive play.
That'll send out Noah Taylor for his second field goal attempt tonight. Was good from 30 yards earlier. This from 22 yards away. For a 6-point lead. The kick is up. Splits the uprights, and Clemens is on top. 6-0. 11:09 to go. Second quarter. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
Let's go. Hurry up. Get the play in.
Okay, here we go. Left retainer. Headgear. No popcorn. Straight teeth.
That's a good call. Headgear? Straight teeth?
Yeah. Good call.
What's going on here? I thought I left you in charge. It was a good call.
It was a great call. It was a really good call.
Okay. Run the play.
Since I've had GVTC installed in my office, I've been able to get a lot more done. With fiber speeds up to 1 gig a second, I can turn in all my schoolwork on time, keep up on social media, and watch game film with no interruptions.
Whoa, we haven't even played that game yet.
Yeah, it's that fast.
Enjoy uninterrupted entertainment with your favorite apps through our professionally installed GVTC Wi-Fi home network. Log on to gvtc.com to sign up today.
Back at Lidoff Stadium, another field goal drilled by Noah Taylor has put the Buffaloes on top 6-0. 11:09 to go here in the second quarter. But Smithson Valley's defense got a big third down stop on 3rd and goal from the 5, courtesy of Colin Betsy, making sure it's not 10-0 the deficit. Taylor's kickoff heading towards Sill, but instead will head out of bounds again. His second kick out of bounds tonight will put the Rangers at the 35-yard line.
Talk about how good a kicker he is. I promise you, it's not like the Rangers are returning kicks for touchdowns or even really, a decent average, but nothing spectacular, and that's 2 out of 3 that he's kicked out of bounds.
And in fact, Smithson Valley, instead of taking the ball at the 35-yard line, will force Taylor to kick this again. You and I were talking during the break, Tony. This drive for Smithson Valley doesn't have to yield points, but you'd like to see them pick up a few first downs, use some clock, and keep that defense on the sidelines. And so now we'll see Taylor kick the ball 5 yards further back at his own 35-yard line.
Well, no, he should go from the 35 to the 30. Oh, no. That's correct. 35. Yep.
Sill and the freshman Wells, the ones back deep. Sill had a 42-yard return last week against Madison. Good return earlier in this game, called back due to a penalty. And Taylor's kick heading towards Sill and returns from the 5 out to the 10 to the 20. He has good blocks here across the 30-yard line. Slams into a Buffalo defender. They'll mark him out at the 34. And the Rangers set up shop, trailing 6-zip. 1 minute gone by here in the second.
Something nice and easy now. Just a good methodical drive. Let's convert on first down a bunch. Set yourself up for a good chance to be successful on these drives.
By the way, a really nice district opening schedule, I should say, across 26-6A. The worst bowl going on right now at Canyon High School. Cougars against the Unicorns. You have Steele facing Judson and Converse. And district newcomers, St. Marcus playing East Central. First down, it is a run for Franco, cutting up field. And up to the 44. Flag, though, marked back at the 37. As it stands right now, 10 yards for Franco, but it might come back again. And it will.
That would look to be on a receiver. Play happens so quick, I don't know a receiver blocking out there why you'd hold, because it seems to me that he had the edge before anything would have happened. So you take a 10-yard run and you go back 10 yards.
Yep. Makes it first down and 20. Far too many penalties for Smithson Valley here in this first half. From their own 27, high snap to Williams. He'll take off to run and will churn out a couple to the 29 before he is dragged down by Zach Behringer. Second down at about 18 to go.
Kind of one of those plays where the high snap throws off the timing. Good blocking on the left side by Smith and Cunningham, but linebacker Keon Bennett filled the hole in a hurry and forced Levi to turn it up into traffic.
And actually a better spot. They'll give Williams 5 yards there, second and 15 now. Back to throw the senior. Good protection. Williams now rolls out. Good coverage too from Clemens. Throws a pass into traffic and it's caught near the sticks. Chandler Cole to catch at the 44-yard line. What a strike from Williams.
They're going to measure this one, but now they're just going to call the first down.
Boy, Tony, rolling out off your back foot across the green into traffic. You were told never to throw the football in that situation.
All the things you're not supposed to do, and he converts it.
For Cole, just his second catch this season. His first since the opener. And a fresh set of downs down the Ranger 44. Williams hands off to Frash on first down. The sophomore knocks his way to the 47 for 3. Second down, 7 to go.
Frash has really been effective tonight with good physical runs.
2 minutes plus gone by. Second quarter, 6-zip, the Clemens lead. Buffaloes connecting on 2 field goals for Noah Taylor, 30 yards and 22 yards away. For the Rangers, this their third offensive possession. Still scoreless this season in the first half. On second and 7. Run play. Franco charging up to midfield and more. For the Clemens 49. That's good for 5. Will make third down manageable. Third down at about 4 to go. Actually, 3rd down and 3.
I really like the way Franco's been running this year. Very physical, gets it into the linebackers, abuses linebackers, abuses guys in the secondary. He's really a physical runner.
We've seen a dedicated Smithson Valley attack tonight, dedicated to running the football. 3rd down and 3 for Williams in the offense in Clemens territory, the Buffalo 48s. Audible here for the senior quarterback. Buffaloes bring the blitz. Franco has a 1st down, though, into the secondary and tripped up at the Clemens 38 for a 1st down.
Ty Seeley, the last person that could get him down, got him down just past the 40. That one could have gone the distance if not for Seeley's play.
Well, you talk about the interior, the offensive line, Brandon Cunningham, Devin Smith, Taylor Brooks from guard to guard. They created a lot of space there for Franco.
They did.
8:20 left in the first, 6-0 the Clemens lead. Williams on 1st down. And he will give it to Frash. A block downfield from Franco. Frash spins out of trouble and marked out at the Clemens 27 and should have another 1st down.
Last week, Jeff was talking about when we were in the broadcast how well these two running backs block for each other. Franco that time for Frash. Last week, Frash for Franco a couple of times. But a great seal block on the right side by the tight end, I don't even remember who it was now, but the tight end did a great job of sealing that so he could get outside.
Back-to-back 1st down runs for Franco in his last 2 carries. A 1st down pass is caught by Rivera, and Rivera slung down. Boy, it looked like that Castaneda may have grabbed some of the helmet of Rivera.
Yeah, like the ear hole or something. That's still a face mask.
Down to the 24-yard line, they'll mark it for a gain of 3. Scary play there, 2nd down and 7.
That was. He grabbed something. I don't know what it was, but it was above the shoulder pad.
Smithson Valley looking for his first win this season and to extend a road winning streak. They've won 8 straight road games. Dating back to 2010 on the road, they're 34-7. And whistles before the 2nd down snap. Timeout, Coach Hill. For the Rangers, it's their first timeout. They have 2 remaining. It looks like another Ranger player, maybe just getting his shoes fixed. Yes, it's Franco, that's all. Nobody down to the field. 7:32 to go in the second. Smithson Valley on top. 6-zip. We were going through the 26-6A schedule tonight, Tony. You look at the standings through non-district play. Only 1 team left undefeated. No surprise there. Judson 2-0.
Yeah. And they get Steele tonight, so you kind of figure out those have been the 2 bell cows of the district along with Smithson Valley. Which one's better right now? Because it really doesn't matter right now because they may face in the 2nd, 3rd round of the playoffs.
And 2 of the surprises so far through non-district play, Canyon and East Central. Both teams 2-1 after non-district play.
New Braunfels and Canyon in the Worst Bowl over at Canyon tonight.
And when you consider that you have Judson, Steele on your schedule, Clemens for these other teams, Smithson Valley, when you play the other teams, the East Centrals, the New Braunfels, the Canyons, those games become extremely magnified games you have to win if you're going to compete for a playoff spot. Out of the timeout, 2nd and 7. For the Buffalo 24, run play for Franco. Franco churns out a couple to the 22 before he is slung down by Behringer again. We'll bring up 3rd down, 5 to go.
Their defensive line staying active. They're not making a ton of plays, but they're very physical and staying active and giving their defense a chance to stop the run.
Smithson Valley's been good on 3rd down so far on this drive. Can they extend the possession here? Needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Motion from Rivera. Williams on the rollout. Williams looking, throws, pass caught for a 1st down. Inside the 15 and down to the 12-yard line. And guess who? Chandler Cole, another catch on this drive for Smithson Valley.
At 6 foot and 165, Cole has all of a sudden become the go-to guy here tonight.
Smithson Valley now inside the red zone. At the Clemens 15, trying to crack the scoreboard, tie the game, maybe take the lead as we approach halftime midway through now the 2nd quarter. Williams on first down. Handoff, Franco squeezing up to the 11. That's good for 3. Second down, 7 coming up with 6:15 to go in the second. And Clemens on top, 6-0.
Not a lot of room there, but Franco still running efficiently and physically, keeping his shoulders square to the line and just trying to force his way through whatever hole is there.
Now we see Frash come out of the game. Kuykendall checks in at receiver, lines up in a slot to the left. Second down and 7. Snap to Williams on the rollout. He'll take off to run, crashing down to the 10. This will bring up third down and 6.
Levi looked like he wanted to run pretty early in that one and just wasn't a whole lot there, and he turned it up right into a lot of traffic.
The team's leading rusher 2 games into the season.
Yeah.
Will put his body on the line. That's the bottom line here. 3rd and 6 for the 10. Williams for the gun. Looking left and throws left. Passes batted down. Nice play made by the leaping defensive lineman Connor Porter. 4th down for the Rangers will send out Mason Reed.
Porter has been a nuisance again tonight, like he has most of the year, with some pretty good numbers. Forced some fumbles, has a sack, and that time stopped a first down, perhaps a touchdown pass play.
This from 27 yards away for Reed. Good snap, good kick by Reed, and the kick makes it a 6-3 game for the Rangers, their first half points this season. 5:11 to go here in the first half. It is Clemens 6, Smithson Valley 3. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Comal ISD. The Comal Independent School District is a fast-growing and innovative district with more than 23,000 students. Families are attracted to Comal ISD because of its family values, neighborhood schools, and safe environments. Come to Comal ISD. And Chicken Express, home of world-famous chicken tenders and legendary Chicken-y sweet tea. Dine in, drive up, or drive through. We'll see you at Chicken Express. And Physicians Premier. Our conveniently located freestanding ERs are fully equipped and expertly staffed so you get the best care closest to home. At Physicians Premier, you'll find faster service, friendly doctors, and a comfortable level like no other. And Texas Regional Bank. Buying or building a home? We have construction and mortgage loans to help. For all your personal or business banking needs, Texas Regional Bank. The people you know. And Texas 46, a home-style hill country restaurant, has been in the Spring Branch community for over 30 years, where the focus is on a Lone Star favorite, slow-cooked barbecue. We can cater or host your next large event, too. Welcome to Texas 46.
It's starting to feel like a mega pick. I'm loving this place already. You're digging, you're going through the layers. This is American history, and it's for sale. I'll take it.
Watch History Channel, GVTC, Channel 557.
There wasn't a lot of offense in this game a year ago. Won by Clemens 16-10 at Ranger Stadium. Not a lot of offense so far tonight. 3 field goals. Clemens has a 6-3 lead. 5:11 to go here in the second quarter. Mason Reed made the 27-yard field goal. Kicks off here. And to the deep man, but deep into the end zone. Buffaloes set up with their own 25, leading by 3. Promising drive there, Tony, but stalled in the red zone.
A great defensive play by the end Porter, and it looked like it was open at the next level, but you got to get it past that initial line. I think it was an efficient drive. It showed you can move the ball. It showed you can run the ball. And those are two critical areas that they're going to have to continue as the game goes along.
I mentioned last year's game. Again, not a lot of offense. The Buffaloes completed just 4 passes the entire game. The Rangers only 11. Smithson Valley only had 44 yards rushing last year and only had 11 first downs. Didominenko back at quarterback for Clemens again. And on first down, runs it himself and into the open field, inside of midfield, inside the Ranger 30. He's gone. 75-yard touchdown run for the sophomore, Max Didominenko. No flags.
You could say that was quick, can't you?
A surprise start tonight for Clemens. Max Didominenko at quarterback. Wasn't listed on the roster as a quarterback. In fact, listed as a starting safety. But he got the call tonight, and it has paid off for head coach Jared Johnston.
Kind of one of those things you wanted the Rangers to step up and get a stop here and keep the game where it was at 6-3. Clemens answers, though, the Rangers and goes up. Chance with an extra point to be 13-3.
And Taylor's PAT is up and knocks it through to make it 13-3, the Clemens lead. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Rangers down by 10. And Tony, this upcoming drive, I think, will be important for Smithson Valley to score points because, remember, Clemens won the coin toss tonight, elected to defer. You don't want to be down 2 possessions to start the third quarter with Clemens getting the football.
There is no doubt. Just as quickly as they answered the Rangers have to find a way to answer Clemens now because this is a critical point of the game. You're right, the Buffaloes, you don't want them up 10 points at halftime. You just don't.
Buffaloes coming into the game a record of 2-1, 1-0 here at home. They won their home opener 2 weeks ago against MacArthur, 27-0, leading here 13-3. Just 6-5 here at Linoff Stadium over the past 2+ seasons. The year Clemens went to the region finals back in 2015, led by a stud quarterback then, Frank Harris. They were 5-1 at home. Harris's final 2 seasons at Clemens in 15 and 16 accounted for 80 touchdowns as Clemens averaged nearly 40 points per game. Now at UTSA. Short kickoff by Clemens, fielded at the 29. Ranger returner into the open field, inside in midfield, to the 40, to the 30, down to the 26-yard line. Ethan Sill, big return for Smithson Valley.
That is a great way to answer. Now the offense has a chance to put some points back on the board before halftime. Be really nice to put together about a 4-minute drive from the 25.
There is a player down for Clemens, far side of the field at the 37-yard line. 4:52 to go, first half. Buffaloes on top, 13-3. We'll step aside. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
Sunday, September 23rd. Don't miss the 911 2-night premiere event.
Must be hard being a first responder.
And if you missed a heart-pounding second of 911 Season 1,
we have to get her to the hospital.
Watch it anytime on demand at Fox Now.
The only way to survive the job is to find a way to cope with the ones that lose. But when you actually save someone, there is no better feeling in the world.
I am going to get you out of here, I swear on my life.
911, the 2-night premiere event starts Sunday, September 23rd on Fox.
If you bank at Frost, we'll help keep your money safe. If you use your Frost debit card, the chip will make it more secure. If there's a suspicious transaction on your card, you'll get an alert. If you do, you can freeze your card with the Frost app. If you lose your phone, Touch ID login will help keep the app secure. Of course, if all you need is help from people who care, we've got that too.
Back to Linoff Stadium. Injury stoppage as the Buffaloes help Jackson Macias back to the sidelines. Macias, big playmaker for Clemens, a starting linebacker, also the team's punter, and didn't look good coming off for the Buffaloes. Following the big return by Ethan Sill, Rangers set up at the Buffalo 26 and first down. Williams hands off to Franco, sheds a tackle in the backfield, bolts inside the 20, And down to the 19 for a gain of 7 yards, 2nd down and 3.
They're taking off Macias's right shoe, so I'm guessing they're going to re-tape that ankle, and perhaps he'll be back.
Another Buffalo, a bit gimpy, heading towards the sideline. That's Kadari Graham, their starting defensive tackle. Yeah. So we've already alluded to Macias. Haven't seen Derek Lewis, their top defender, all game long. And now Graham leaves. 2nd and 5. Or should be 2nd down and 3 after a gain of 7 from the 19. High snap to Williams. Maybe a broken play. Takes off to run. Spun down at the 12-yard line for 7 yards and a 1st down. If that's a broken play, the Rangers will take it.
Tough when that snaps above because it takes your eyes off the field, but Levi did a good job of improvising there. Ended up getting a 1st down out of it.
The freshman wideout, Kason Wells, comes out. Again, had 2 catches at his Ranger debut last week. Frash back in. The sophomore checks into the backfield. 1st down for the Clemens 12-yard line. Williams, hands off, Frash. Kind of bounce it outside. Breaks a tackle inside the 5. And shoulder tackle down at around the 3-yard line. Physical tackle from Keelan Bennett. But Frash might have it up for the 1st down.
It's close. They need to get to the 2, I believe, and it must be just shy.
About a yard shy, and Frash will come out after receiving a blow there from Bennett. Clemens' 3rd leading tackler. 2nd down, yard to go at the 3 for the offense. Williams, hands off, Franco up the middle, spins his way into the end zone for the Rangers' first half touchdown of 2018.
And a lot of credit to that offensive line. They not only rubbed off the defensive line where Franco got to, but they both I think Brooks and Smith got to the 2nd level and pinned the linebackers just enough for Franco to get through.
And for Franco, his 2nd rushing touchdown this season, 6th of his career. Read out to make it a 3-point game, and the kick sails through with 3:15 left. 2nd quarter, Clemens 13, Rangers 10. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
Our family at Summer Hill Dental is part of the community, and we've either been Rangers, are Rangers, or soon will be. Dr. Matt Bayless and Summer Hill Dental have been taking care of Ranger smiles for over a decade because we are your Smithson Valley dentist.
Franco with the Rangers' first half touchdown this season. A 3-yard charge into the end zone makes it a 3-point Clemens lead with 3:15 left in the 1st half. Reed's ensuing kickoff, deep again, and again well into the end zone. And the Buffaloes will start at their own 25-yard line, leading 13-10. Remember, though, in the previous possession for Clemens on the very first play, Max Didomenenko, the sophomore surprise start at quarterback, took the football up the middle for 75 yards.
And I don't know that he was touched either. He got through pretty clean. Little quarterback draw, if you will. Wasn't even a draw, just a quarterback bolt.
Yeah.
He just took off. Jalen Nutt, who's the corner on the left side, got all the way near the huddle, trying to listen in. Don't think the Buffalo coaches were very excited to see him nearby.
First down for Clemens at its own 25. Didomenenko with the handoff. Now cupping himself again. Turns the corner at the 35. Slicing inside. Dragged down to the 42-yard line. Boy, is he elusive. Max Didomenenko for 17 more yards, first down.
He just kind of lulls you to sleep when he's running. He doesn't look like he's going very far, very fast. And Rangers just kind of reaching for him instead of jumping to him and trying to pull him down.
It kind of makes you wonder how Coach Johnson figured out after the Reagan game to start Didomenenko at quarterback. What happened this week during practice? First down for the 42. And 3 wide for the sophomore. Diedomenko on the rollout, pressured, and will shovel the ball out of bounds as he was pursued by Greg Eggleston. Second down and 10. And Tony, think about this. If Diedomenko got his first reps in practice this week against that Clemens defense and he tore them up, it tells you something just how good he can be.
I would agree. He has looked like someone who's played that position for a long time instead of a newcomer.
That was the first rushing touchdown by a Clemens quarterback this season early in the quarter. Second attempt for their own 42. Rangers showing a blitz. They'll bring it. Diedomenko's pass is caught. Nice throw up to the 48-yard line. On the catch, Perez, a tackle by Nutt, will bring up a really big 3rd down and 4 in this game.
Perez second on the team in receptions coming in, but he's been the guy they focused on all day long. You know, Thigpen was a guy who had more coming in, but Perez has been the guy.
And Perez lines up slot left here on 3rd down and 4. Clemens at his own 48. Diedomenko against the blitz will take off and run again, and he is chopped down shy of the first down. About a half-yard shy. Will bring a 4th down, less than a yard to go. And now Eggleston for the Rangers. A bit slow to get up.
Whoa, whoa.
Our head official signaling first down for Clemens, a favorable spot for the Buffaloes.
The ball was at about the 38.5 or closer to the 39, and they just moved it up to the 48.
Yeah.
And called it a first down. He was not near the first down marker.
Final 2 minutes, first half. Clemens on top by 3 and the football. Snap back to Diedomenko. Back to throw. Airing out a deep ball to the far side. It is intercepted. Running it back to the 30-yard line across the 40. Inside of midfield and down to the 46. Colin Betsy still running. He led on the football. And the play finally down to the 32. What a play by Colin Betsy.
Oh, my. Did he go up and high point that ball and pull it down? And he would not be stopped running that sideline over on the far side by the Rangers.
What a turn of events this is. Think about 10 minutes of real time ago. Max Diedomenko took off untouched for 75 yards, gave Clemens a 10-point lead, 13-3. Here we are, 10 minutes of real time later, and Smithson Valley the football down by just 3. And at the Clemens 32-yard line.
Jared Johnson did a good job of consoling his sophomore quarterback.
Williams on first down. Play fake, pass is low and incomplete. Looking for Rivera. Second down and 10.
Not a good pass. Kind of a difficult, long pass for a 1-yard gain, and the defender was right there. Probably better that Levi threw it low than give it a chance to be tipped or picked off.
See, Eric Teetsman checking out receiver here for the Rangers at 6'2", 180 on second down. Williams with the flea flicker. Rolls out to his left, pressured, back to his right. Williams on the run, and finally dragged down for a loss back at the 40-yard line.
That ball should have been thrown away.
But there is a late flag in towards the back end of the play after Williams was down. Will this be a late hit, and if so, against who? If it's Smithson Valley, it makes third down nearly impossible. If it's against Clemens, it's a first down for the Rangers.
You talking about the flag in the end zone?
There is a penalty also in the end zone, and one at the 36-yard line.
Anything in the end zone would be some kind of a holding, defensive holding probably. Yep. They might take a second to sort this one out.
Could be offsetting and replay the down.
Thought when Levi turned the corner towards his bench, he was just going to heave it and take the incomplete pass and play for another down.
First call is a hold against Clemens. The second flag, personal foul on the dead ball against Smithson Valley.
Wow.
Yet, the officials are moving the football up Did they administer this incorrectly? No. Football moved back. It should be offsetting it. It is. A replay. 2nd down and 10, although the ball marked back to the 37. If it's offsetting, the play never happened. It should be 2nd and 10.
Oh, why are they moving the sticks? Oh, they're saying the hold is an automatic first down. So then the dead ball's after that. They're confused.
As are we up here. But Tony, I believe you have it right.
Yeah, defensive holding's an automatic first down. So then the 15-yard march back starts first down from there. Is that not correct?
You have it right. And now Coach Johnson getting an explanation here from the officiating crew. 66 seconds to go in the quarter. A 13-10 Clemens lead, and here we go. 1st and 10 Rangers after all of that at the Clemens 37-yard line.
A lot of people on the near sideline, the Clemens sideline, still shaking their head about that one, but the defensive holding is a first down.
Gilliam and Rivera, the receivers, on first down. Williams to throw, gets a 4-man rush. A man open, but the pass a little bit behind the receiver. Out of the flat for the Rangers, Jacob Fortone. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, second pass in a row by Levi that's just not on target.
Yeah.
First one I give him kudos for not throwing it in danger. That one he just missed him.
2nd down 10 for the Clemens 37. Williams back to throw. Going deep, has a man but overshot him. Gilliam beat the coverage by a good 8 yards, but the pass overthrown by about 5 yards by Williams. 2 poor throws by the senior back-to-back brings up 3rd and 10.
He just missed him, man. He was open, and I think Levi saw it when he let it go. He had him. All he had to do was put it there where he could get to it. Tough.
57 seconds left. And Smithson Valley still not in field goal range right here. 3rd and 10. Williams, pump fake, airing it out deep for Teetsman, overshot him, but that time really good coverage from Castaneda. No flags will bring up 4th down and 10.
That ball sailed out of bounds, so no real chance for Teetsman to get to it. Looks like they're just going to go for it on 4th down.
Again, you are too far here for a field goal attempt, maybe too close for a punt, so why not? Here we go, 4th down and 10. The Rangers have to reach the Clemens 27 for a first. Crowd on its feet. Williams to throw. Good protection. Williams unloads deep to the end zone for Gilliam. And again overthrown in the back of the end zone. And the Rangers turn it over on downs. A tough sequence there for senior quarterback Levi Williams.
Boy, he had Gilliam, it looked like, too, with some space going left to right. Looked like he had him with a step on the defender, and ball just overthrown. Levi really loaded up to throw that one, too.
Smithson Valley got that interception from Betsy and brought the ball back into Clemens territory. Really felt like Smithson Valley needed to cash in the turnover. They do not. Football back to the Buffaloes.
Defense needs a stop for sure.
And Clemens does have all 3 timeouts. Diedomenko pressured on the run to his left. 45 midfield, takes off again. Inside the 35 and out of bounds. At the 30-yard line. 33 more yards for Max Diedomenko.
My guess is Coach Johnson right now figures that he just found himself a gold mine of a quarterback.
Man. If you take his playmaking ability and this Clemens defense, suddenly the Buffaloes become a threat to win the 26-6A title.
He's special.
First down for the Ranger 31. Diedomenko, hands off. But that's not going to go anywhere. Patterson is dropped to the 30-yard line for a gain of 1. will bring up 2nd down and 9 as the Buffaloes spin their first time out.
Just got word that the worst bowl is in a lightning delay with the Unicorns ahead 20-7, about a minute and a half to go in that first half. But again, they're in a lightning delay, so that one will be shut down for a bit.
Right now our clock stopped, 28 seconds to go. In the second, 13-10, Clemens on top. Speaking of the district, since Clemens essentially joined this district, being grouped with the likes of Smithson Valley, Canyon, New Braunfels, Judson, etc., the Buffaloes are 2-10 versus the power teams in the district. The Rangers, the Rockets, and the Knights. Against everybody else, they're 13-1. So if they win these games, Tony, against the power teams, again, they become a threat.
Yes, they do.
2nd down and 9. From the 30 in Ranger territory. Didomenenko back to throw again. Sends a pass deep to the end zone, and it is nearly picked again by Betsy. Didomenenko's done a lot of things well in this game, but the deep ball has not been one of them.
I don't know that he can throw it much farther than he just did, and I think Betsy knows that, and he's been able to put himself between the receiver, or between the quarterback and the receiver, and been able to knock him down.
Sets up 3rd down and 9 at the Ranger 30-yard line with 21 seconds to go. Taylor, his career long in field goals, 33 yards away. If they don't get a yard here, it'd be 47 yards on a field goal attempt. 3rd and 9. Didomenenko to throw. Pass is low but caught. Perez again at the 19. Gain of 11 yards and a first down.
Good looking throw that time.
With 15 seconds left, the Buffaloes spin their second timeout.
And when he ran out of bounds on the first down play, saved that extra timeout, they still have one left after here, so still the whole field is in play with 15 seconds to go.
A heads-up play earlier in the drive by the sophomore Max Didomenenko. Again, tonight no Kalik Paulette, no Austin Pittman, the first and second string quarterbacks listed coming into the game tonight. Both appear to be healthy, in uniform with helmets, but the Buffaloes have turned to the sophomore and it has paid off.
Yeah, Paulette's just been right behind the coach all game long, just waiting for his chance.
Last year, the Buffaloes had a lot of issues at quarterback. Mitchell Faber really struggled to get the offense going with a good Clemens defense. And he had a 4-star recruit to throw the ball to, and Tommy Bush, now a Georgia Bulldog. Out of the timeout, 15 seconds remain. First down for the Ranger 19-yard line. Didomenenko to throw again, faces a blitz, breaks out of a sack by McElroy, takes off at the 10, breaks a tackle, in the end zone, touchdown. Max Didomenenko, second rushing touchdown of the second quarter. First from 75 yards away. This one from 19 gives Clemens a 19-10 lead.
Unbelievable how he makes people miss without even.
PAT for Taylor, no good.
Oh, wow.
Keeps it a 9-point Clemens lead. And Tony, somewhat reminiscent to the game that we saw here 3 years ago in 2015. Frank Harris carving up the Ranger defense that night.
And on that night, he was just as elusive. Still remember down on this end, they need to go for 2 after a touchdown. He just takes a shotgun snap, looks how things go, and just takes off running and gets there.
Again, his final 2 seasons at Clemens accounted for 80 touchdowns. In the 14 games since, not counting tonight, Clemens' offense 38 touchdowns as a team. And Harris, again, in 2 years, had 80 himself. 6 seconds to go in the half.
I guess that's why he's playing still.
Are you out of here?
Yes, although Harris not active this year, torn ACL early in the spring, is out for the season for UTSA. With 6 seconds left, not a lot of time for the Rangers to do much of anything before halftime.
Well, if they kick it to us, it still could be a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Dylan Davis out to kick. A squib kick, and will shoot through to the Rangers at the 14. That's Sill. Out to the 30, breaks a tackle. 40-yard line, Sill will run out of bounds and run out of time, but a late flag in for a late hit against Clemens. Now, the half cannot end at a defensive penalty. Therefore, Smithson Valley will get one shot at a Hail Mary to the end zone here. The football will be placed right around the 38-yard line.
Unbelievable. Oh.
Smithson Valley going to the locker room.
I think the referee said they'll take it on the kickoff
to start the second half. So the first half officially over. The kickoff 26-6A play. Clemens looking impressive. Your score at the end of 24 minutes. Clemens 19, Rangers 10. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
Okay, take a look here. You know, these pearly whites, they're just not right. So you got this guy here, and boom, you move it over here. And don't forget this guy here. You shove it over here. After Ferris Orthodontics get a hold of these teeth, bam! It's like magic for your teeth. So the thing is, when teeth are lined up, you know, you get a good smile. And it was Ferris Orthodontics that did that right there.
At Frost, we have the top-rated app in the banking category. Yet it's the half star that's missing that has our attention. So we're always pushing, tweaking, and updating. Because even a little half star will keep us up at night.
Your score, Clemens 19, Smithson Valley 10, and this the 26-6 opener. Tony about to kick things off to our halftime coverage here, but before we do that, some of your initial thoughts here as we've now hit halftime.
It seems that the little things that help you win games, the Rangers haven't been able to get done tonight, and I think that's just cost them a chance to be successful. Penalties, extending drives, penalties slowing you down. They're close. This is a game they can win. They just have to overcome those fundamental mistakes.
And again, a big first half for Max Didomenenko, the sophomore quarterback. Surprise start tonight for Clemens. 2 touchdown runs in the second quarter of 75 and 19 yards, the latter coming with 6 seconds to go in the first half. And again, your score at halftime, it is Clemens 19, Smithson Valley 10. And now, here's the playing of the Smithson Valley Marching Band.
Chicken Express is the place for legendary chicken tenders, the freshest sides, and the best sweet tea in Texas, Chicken E Sweet Tea. Let's give a big thank you to the Brown family for supporting all the high schools in the area for over a decade. Dine in, drive up, or drive through. We'll see you at Chicken Express.
And we are ready to start the third quarter here from Lidoff Stadium. Smithson Valley, a lot of work to do, down 19-10. And the Buffaloes will get possession to start this second half. But remember, there was a penalty against Clemens in the final play. A kickoff return for the Rangers to end the first half. So Smithson Valley kicking off from the Clemens 45 to start this third quarter. And Mason Reed with a short kick right to Max Diedomenko. How about that? The quarterback tonight for Clemens, who fields it at the 32-yard line and goes down. Again, a surprise start tonight at quarterback for the Buffaloes, and he has looked awfully impressive so far, 2 quarters in.
What's he doing on kickoff coverage?
If you're quarterback right, you don't want him getting blindsided by anybody.
Oh, my. I guess that's part of your all-hands team, looking for that as they were.
Bottom line, Smithson Valley's got to find a way to slow him down. 2 second-quarter touchdown runs of 75 and 19 yards. The last one coming with 6 seconds to go in the half. And on first down from his own 32, he goes to work. And the sophomore will keep it again, running left. And again, really tough to bring down. Finally forced out of bounds at around the 33, maybe a yard there. Second down and 9.
Thomas Zoy came in to clean it up, so the defense running well here early.
First contact has not been enough tonight to bring Diedomenko down. Saw him slip a tackle of McElroy on that second touchdown run back in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 now. They'll mark it at the 32. Patterson to the backfield. Dominenko pressured, flushed out, throwing it deep to the near side. Has Perez. Ball incomplete with a flag thrown. They'll get it against Ethan Sill, and the Buffaloes will get a first down.
Boy, the hard thing there is, yeah, that wasn't a good play by Ethan, but if he turns his head and reaches, it's clearly not a penalty. All he had to do was turn his head. It's just that when you're inexperienced of covering guys downfield, that's hard to remember.
Sill had a big kickoff return early in this game, setting up the Rangers' lone first-half touchdown. And now a first down for Clemens at their own 47. And again, against that Clemens defense, you don't want this deficit to get much larger than it is right now if you're Smithson Valley. Dominenko on the quarterback keeper again. And he is punched down on first contact that time. Good tackle in the open field by Matt Colmansberger. Will set up 2nd down and 9 to go. Senior linebacker at 56 stops a year ago.
Defense seeming to react more quickly. He hasn't handed it off much at all tonight, so him keeping it is not something that surprises you.
2nd and 9, 1 minute gone by in the third. 19-10 Clemens lead. The sophomore quarterback. This time we'll give it. Patterson slips down, stays upright for a moment, and fights his way to the Ranger 48 for 4. And for Clemens now, faced with 3rd down and 5. Can Smithson Valley's defense get off the football field and get a stop of Dominenko on 3rd down?
You know, just as you say, he hasn't handed it off, he does. So obviously their coach is realizing that maybe too many keeps not good, but 3rd and 5 is pretty much a quarterback keeper in my mind right here.
Empty backfield here on 3rd down for Dominenko. Look for the draw. He will run it himself. Dominenko sliced down at the Ranger 44-yard line, so he's shy of the first down by a yard. And I imagine Coach Johnston will tell his offense to stay out there. Big personnel change here for Clemens, and they will not go for it. Surprised here a little bit, Tony, as they send out the punter.
This is a new punter because Macias is out. It's Jared Strait.
If you're Smithson Valley, you've got to watch out for potential fake here. And it is a snap to the up man, Perez, and he is slammed back at the 44-yard line. Spot of the football, going to be really close. He needed the 43 for the first down. And our head official awards a first down without a measurement. The Buffaloes pull off the fake and pull out a first down.
Coach Hill not very happy with that. You saw Coach Johnson run out on the field. He was going to get after the side judge who was running them from his side. Coach Hill, the like on the other side of the field, same thing, not happy with it.
It looked like the football had been spotted behind the 43, but there we see the ball resting on the 43-yard line. It's as if the spot changed. So, first down to the Ranger 43. Dominenko on the zone read, give to Patterson into the second level of the defense inside the 40 at the 37 for 6. 2nd and 4 with 8:30 to go in the third, and the Buffaloes on top 19-10.
They came into the game being a very efficient running team, and they've shown that the whole game here midway through the second or the third quarter. They still are efficient running the ball with so many weapons.
Already a time-consuming drive for Clemens. 4 minutes off the clock, nursing this 9-point lead. On 2nd down and 5, Dominenko will throw for Perez. The catch and dives up to the 34. We'll mark it. 3rd down, yard to go after a gain of 4 yards for Clemens.
Credit Zachary Morales, a senior receiver, with a great block on Nutt to give Perez the extra yardage on that play.
Perez has been the #1 target tonight for Clemens. Had a couple of touchdown catches in the season opening win over Madison. It splits out wide to the right here on 3rd down and a yard. Rangers stacking the box. A lot of movement from Clemens will mark this 5 yards further back to make it 3rd down and 6.
A break for the Rangers. 3rd and 1 seems a lot easier than 3rd and 6.
And I would think, Tony, this also changes the playbook if you're Madison here. 3rd and 1, a lot of options. 3rd and 6, not as many. I would still look, though, for the zone read play for Clemens, or bread and butter all night.
And I've got to believe it's his 4-down territory for him, too, even though they punted a while ago.
3rd and 6, more movement from Clemens, and it's gone from 3rd and 1 now to 3rd down and 11.
The guards who are pulling are getting anxious.
Yep. I do wonder now, though, Tony, you mentioned this being 4-down territory. If Clemens doesn't gain a yard here on 4th and 11, I think in that scenario the Buffaloes would punt. You would think.
You would think.
But if they pick up 7-8 yards on this play, then sure, 4-down territory. I would still watch for a quarterback run here from Didomenenko. Rangers showing a blitz, they'll bring it. Didomenenko takes off to run again. 35-yard line inside the 35 and down to the 31. 13-yard gain on 3rd down and 11.
And a touchdown-saving tackle by Ethan Sill.
So elusive all night. This drive is still 11 yards shy of the red zone, and about half of the 3rd quarter clock has been erased by Clemens. Just pounding the rock, and keeping the defense fresh and keeping the Ranger offense off the field.
And just what they want to do, running the ball, keeping the clock moving.
From the 31, Didomenenko, zone read, keeper for himself. Bounces it outside of the 25 as a block, down to the 20, 11 more. 1st down again for Clemens.
He does not appear to be a first-time starter. He appears to have played this a long time.
A touchdown here for Clemens would be killer if you're Smithson Valley. Potentially putting the Rangers behind by 16 points as opposed to perhaps 12. Right now down by 9. A turnover would be big right now. With 5:30 and counting to go in the 3rd quarter. From the Ranger 20, Didomenenko hands off Patterson this time into the teeth of the Ranger defense. And Patterson dropped for no gain to bring up 2nd down and 10.
You know, Patterson's had a lot of success this year. We've already talked about that. But he just doesn't seem to have the elusiveness. So he doesn't seem to be able to create a difficult situation for the defense.
On the topic of defense, keep in mind that one of the Rangers' better secondary players, Nick Aiken, left this game earlier with a right leg injury. We've seen Colin Betsy fill in for him and has played well tonight. Betsy, in fact, had the Rangers' first INT of the season back in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 10, Didomenenko throws, pass is caught, and down to the 11-yard line is Morales. Close to a 1st down, they'll mark him shy by about a yard. 3rd down and 1 to go.
And they've had a lot of 3rd and 1s all night, so troublesome.
And this could be 4-down territory again for Clemens. Again, this drive continued earlier thanks to a fake on 4th and a yard, fake punt carried out by the Buffaloes on a questionable spot. 3rd and a yard. Didomenenko on the keeper. Some confusion there for Clemens. Smithson Valley swallows him up at the 11, no gain. And now 4th down and about a yard to go for Clemens.
Big Trey Moore, we haven't called his name much tonight, but he just took him on head on and wrapped him up and was able to get him down to the ground.
And the Buffaloes will send out Taylor to attempt from 28 yards away. Has made twice already tonight from 30 yards and 22. This would keep it a two-possession game.
Yeah, this is a victory for the defense even if they're able to make this field goal.
Logan Hafana on the hold for Clemens. The snapper is Caden Olivia. Olivia snap, set down, kick is blocked by Smithson Valley. The Rangers get the block. It remains a 9-point lead for Clemens. On the block for Smithson Valley was Greg Eggleston.
And he's been close all night long, but what a change in momentum. They just took almost 9 minutes off the clock on a first drive of the third quarter, and you block a field goal that really doesn't change the game a whole lot, but you create momentum. Even though you've got the ball deep in your own territory, you still got some momentum.
Let's see if the Rangers can capitalize off that momentum. At their own 16, down 19-10 at 3:12 to go in the third. On first down, it is a run for Frash. Turns a corner to the outside, across the 20, barrels into a defender, and Frash strings it out to the 30-yard line for a 14-yard gallop, first down.
He knocked down junior Mason Chambers, who came up to create a stop, and he just ran right through him.
By the way, that drive for Clemens officially 8 minutes and 48 seconds, but no points. Rangers down by 9 with the football at their own 30. Williams flips it to Frash in the backfield, trying to turn it upfield, and sliced down to the 33 for a gain of 3 yards. On the tackle was Mason Chambers. Second down and 7.
Also in on the play, Connor Porter, the defensive end that's made some plays throughout the night. Not a lot of them, but that was a nice stop on that one.
No Derek Lewis tonight for Clemens, their top tackler, coming into the game at a 34-yard pick six last week against Reagan. Not active here tonight. Second and 7 in press coverage for Clemens. Williams on the play fake. Those a dart over the middle for Gilliam, and he is blasted up high by Robinson. They might get Robinson here on the penalty. Or no, the flag thrown back to the line of scrimmage. And it is an illegal man downfield for Smithson Valley. The Buffaloes accept. We'll keep it second down.
I think they're declining.
Now they have declined to bring up third down and 7 to go.
Yeah.
So Coach Johnson taking the down as opposed to the yards there.
Our referee's been in a hurry all night with his ball spots and everything. That time he just forgot to say he declined it.
This is a big third down, as there's only 14 minutes to go in the game and the Rangers down by 9. Williams to throw, facing a four-man rush, steps up to run. Williams turns a corner across the 40, across midfield. Tripped up as a flag flies, 2 of them in fact. This could be a block in the back against Smithson Valley. But it is a spot foul, so I believe the first down will hold, but the play will come back at least a few yards.
I guess it was Gilliam who committed the penalty, but a great run by Levi. So first down yardage.
The ball is spotted at the Ranger 39. So actually, even with the yardage picked up there by Williams, the penalty yardage makes it third down and 1.
Okay. So now your third down conversion's easier, but it's still a third down conversion you've got to make.
This could be 4-down territory for Smithson Valley too. Third down and a yard. Keeper for Williams, up the gut, powers his way for the first. Up to the 44-yard line, pickup of 5 with 1:51 to go in the third. 9-point Buffalo lead. Rangers on an important possession now with a fresh set of downs.
Again, play calling so critical here. Just mixing it up, giving Levi a chance to make plays with his feet and with his arm.
Rangers trying to avoid their first 0-3 start in 30 years. On first down, Williams hands off Frash, and he is blasted right at the line of scrimmage. Zach Behringer, the senior defensive tackle, big stop there for Clemens, 2nd down and 10.
Almost surprised that he gave him the ball there. You know, the little option.
Boy, Behringer is just humongous out there on the defensive line. That is a big front six for Clemens. And now showing blitz. They'll back off. Run for Frash, looking for a hole, and will scurry up for a couple to the 48. They'll give him a good spot there, 4 yards, 3rd down and 6, with 45 seconds to go in a quick moving third quarter.
After you give it to him for no gain, you go right back to him, get a little bit better blocking.
And again, given the game situation, the way Clemens can churn out clock on offense, I would think this is 4-down territory for Smithson Valley. 3rd and 6, Williams on the rollout. Has a man open, catch is made. Rivera turns upfield, and the first down. Inside the Buffalo 45 with the 42-yard line. Big pickup, and the Ranger drive continues.
Rivera did a nice job of turning up that time and heading for the first down marker, which he got.
And that, Tony, believe it or not, the final play of the third quarter. Feels like halftime just ended. Instead, the third quarter has just ended. Your score at the end of 3 in the 26-6A opener. Clemens 19, Rangers 10. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
Barnwood Builders reclaim and restore 18th and 19th century log homes. We do things the old way, and everything we do it with pride.
All new Barnwood Builders, Sunday night at 9 on DIY Network.
Watch DIY GVTC Channel 126.
Let's go. Hurry up. Get the play in.
Okay, here we go. Left retainer. Headgear. No popcorn. Straight teeth.
That's a good call. Headgear? Straight teeth?
Yeah. Good call.
What's going on here? I thought I left you in charge. It was a good call.
It was a great call. Really good call.
Okay. Run the play.
We actually bring you back here to Linoff Stadium as there appears to be one untimed down coming up for Smithson Valley to end this third quarter. So we have not hit the fourth quarter quite yet. Rangers down by 9 on what should be the final play of the third. And Williams on first down. Hands off to Frash. Frash scurries up to the Buffalo 39 for 4, and that should be the final third quarter play. Although you look at the personnel for the Rangers, and they're shuffling players in and out, not ready to switch the field yet, but now they will, and that will end the third quarter. It remains a 19-10 Buffalo lead heading into the fourth. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
At Frost, we have the top-rated app in the banking category. Yet it's the half star that's missing that has our attention. So we're always pushing, tweaking, and updating. Because even a little half star will keep us up at night.
We've got spirit. Yeah, we do. Fill up your tank and support the Rangers, too. When you get gas, look for the Rangers Spirit Pump because Pit Stop and Fishers are donating a percentage of sales from that pump to the Smithson Valley Athletic Booster to support our student athletes. Get gas here and fill up the Booster Club's bank. Here's where you can find your Spirit Pumps. When you see it, pull up and fill up, Rangers.
Fourth quarter here from Linoff Stadium. Rangers with the football in Clemens territory at the Buffalo 39, trailing 19-10 as we start the fourth quarter. Smithson Valley now operating from left to right. Buffaloes jump off sides, and Behringer, I believe, touched Cunningham, the Rangers' left guard. And this will make it 2nd down and 1 instead.
Well, he just basically takes one step and he's already into the offensive line. That's how big he is.
We only saw 2 possessions in the entire third quarter. An 8-minute and 48-second possession for Clemens. Yielded no points. Rangers on their only third quarter possession still continues here in the 4th. On 2nd and a yard, Williams looking for the first down. He's cut down. Far side of the field, but has enough for the first to move the chains. Tackle made by Mason Chambers. First down, Rangers.
Oh, he's a yard ahead of it.
And now the Buffalo 32.
Why the official on this side of the field was what he wanted a measurement from over here?
Rangers' only touchdown of the game, scored in the second quarter on a 3-yard run by Mark Franco. Haven't seen Franco in the second half. Frash the run here, first down. Frash jets inside the 30-yard line, stood up at the 28 for a 4-yard pickup. The sophomore sets up 2nd down and 6.
You're right, we haven't seen Franco much. That time it was Jacob Fortin as the lead blocker. I see Franco on the sideline on the far side. Doesn't look like anything's wrong with him right now.
Maybe Coach Hill just riding the hot hand right now. Frash has run the ball well tonight.
Yes, he has.
And now we see Teetsman checking out receiver. The tight end Howell comes out. And now Franco checks into the game, taking the place of Rivera. Play clock winding down. Rangers have got to hurry here. Williams takes a snap, got it off in time, hands off to Frash, cutting up field inside the 25, bounces off of a tackle and still running inside the 20, inside the 15, and takes traffic with him down to the 10-yard line.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. A 19-yard got up there for Darlington Frash at a first down.
He basically took the ball and just forced it into people. He was not going to be denied.
Well, we said the Rangers riding the hot hand and let a hot run by Frash.
We've seen some impressive runs the last couple of years. That might be as impressive a run as we've seen.
Goal to go from the 10. Williams hands off Frash again. Try to cut it back to his right. The sophomore is buried at the 9. Maybe a gain of a yard there. 2 minutes gone by in the 4th. 9-point Clemens lead, and Tony, you get the sense this drive has got to not just yield points, but a touchdown preferably.
I would not argue with that at all, but that was Behringer that beat Frash out to the corner that time and turned him upfield. The big defensive tackle.
Second and goal inside the 10. Williams on the rollout, looking to throw. The senior throws the ball towards the short right corner of the end zone, but incomplete in the direction of Fortone. And now 3rd and goal from just inside the 10.
Levi got out there and realized there was not much there. He just didn't want to eat the ball, so tried to squeeze in a hole, but no luck.
Again, we see Howell check out at tight end, and Teetsman checking out receiver. Splits out wide left. 3rd and goal from the 10. Williams throws end zone for Teetsman over his left shoulder, incomplete. There is a late flag, though, coming from the Clemens sideline. And what's the call?
Garrett Cole wasn't set when the ball was snapped out here on the far right. I don't know if that's the call.
Illegal receiver downfield for Smithson Valley. Waved off, will bring up 4th and goal from the 10. A field goal still makes it a one-possession game. It's not the worst thing for the Rangers, although they've worked their way down to the 10-yard line. And with that, Coach Hill will send out Mason Reed to attempt from 27 yards out. Big field goal here for the senior. to make it a 6-point game. Pick us up by Reed, and it is a 6-point affair as he splits the pipes for the second time tonight. And now the Buffalo lead down to 19-13 with 9:24 to go in the fourth quarter. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
Smoky Mo's is great. You can feed a whole bunch of people on a little bit of money. It's perfect for Friday nights.
My boy's a football player, and this fills him up. The brisket is awesome.
I like brisket and sweet. Brisket. I can't say it.
They have the best turkey, brisket, sausage in all of Comal County.
I agree, and the kids love it too.
You're never going to play offensive line for the Rangers eating salad. Come get some beef.
Get your dog up!
Go Rangers!
Principal Wall. Do I need to make an appointment with you at Dr. Bayless at Snoring Solutions so you can get a better night's sleep?
Yes.
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 Dr. Bayless and Snoring Solutions can help you get a good night's sleep without the use of CPAP machines or surgery. Visit Snoring Solutions today.
Another tight fourth quarter game for Smithson Valley football this season. Right now the Rangers trail by 6, 9:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mason Reed's kickoff is short, fielded at the 22. The returner, Perez, slammed down back at the 19-yard line. Nice tackle by Colton Eilers, the former quarterback turned safety. The tackle there for the Rangers to put the Buffaloes behind their own 20, but now the Ranger defense has got to find a way to get a stop and figure out how to slow down Max Didomanenko at quarterback for Clemens.
And we haven't had a whole lot of luck doing that all night. And I'm not sure many people will this year.
They're going to surprise starter tonight. And a pleasant surprise of that for Coach Johnson and the Buffaloes. First down for the 19. The sophomore operates for Clemens. Didomanenko on the keeper again. And Didomanenko is dropped at the 22 for 3. Good defensive pursuit there by the Rangers. Saul Kolmensberger. And on that tackle, second down and 7. Have got to keep the Buffaloes behind schedule here.
3 yards is one of those kind of in between, not good, not bad. Second down play, got to keep them third and long if you can.
And again, Clemens just dragging out the possession. We saw their first second half possession earlier last nearly 9 minutes, but the Buffaloes did not score. From their own 22 on second down and 7. Didomanenko, flags are in on the handoff to Patterson, turning upfield across the 30-yard line. And dragged down by McElroy at the 36, but this might come back.
The side judge here on our side has spent more time talking with Coach Johnson than anything else tonight. I believe that was his flag, but this is becoming quite a conversation.
Illegal formation, the call against Clemens here, so the big run for Patterson is wiped away. And it goes from a first down near the 40-yard line to second down and 12 from the 17. Big penalty there against Clemens.
Don't know that I saw what it was, but illegal procedure is illegal procedure, isn't it? You know, you can't do whatever they did.
On second down and long from their own 17. The sophomore quarterback back to throw. Didomanenko being pressured. Throws the ball to a target at the 32-yard line.
He's out
and
of
the
bounds.
catch made by Morales for a first down. And Didomanenko took a shot as he got the ball out, but again, right to Morales for a first down.
Sure did look like Jalen Nutt got him pushed out before he came down, but we don't have a good angle with all the bodies between us and the sideline.
Under 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the fourth. Rangers looking for a stop defensively. Buffaloes trying to perhaps put the game away and burn some clock in the process. Didomanenko The zone replay, they give to Patterson. Coming from behind to make the play for the Rangers was Tanner Hobeck Jr. from his defensive end spot. A loss back to the 31-yard line will make a 2nd down and 11.
I think all 4 men on the defensive line did a great job of standing up the blockers that time and giving him no room to go.
So we saw on 2nd and long moments ago a play-action pass for Clemens. What will Coach Johnson dial up here? 2nd down and 11. Again, Clemens has already bled nearly 3 minutes off the clock, and the football is only back at their own 31. Didominenko, zone read, give Patterson breaking a tackle, and the football jarred free. Whistles never blew. A helmet comes flying off of Patterson, the ball carrier.
Oh.
And they will say Patterson was down at the 40-yard line. Yes. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2 to go.
I'm not sure they know what happened. They're going to call him down.
Patterson, though, will have to leave the field for a play with the helmet coming off. And can the Rangers dial up a stop here?
It's funny, the official on the far sideline threw his bag down for a fumble. He got overruled.
They have to reach their own 42 for a first. Didominenko, hands off, tailback with a 1st down across the 45 and to the 47. Amari Williams, the sophomore, with his first carry of the night, only had 1 carry last week against Reagan, and cashes that one in for a 1st down pickup. And now we are past the halfway point of the 4th quarter. Smithson Valley does have all 3 timeouts remaining. If you're the Rangers here, you can ill afford really to give up any more 1st downs if you want a chance. And presumably they do here in the district opener. On 1st down, it is a run for the quarterback, and Didominenko is stood up at around midfield for 2. 2nd down and 8.
He just got behind his lineman that time and just kind of pushed him forward and ended up getting 3 or 4 yards out of what was nothing.
You look at that Ranger defensive front right now, some hands on hips. They have been out there quite a bit tonight, especially in the 2nd half. 2 long plays, or long drives rather, for Clemens. This drive more than 4 minutes old, so they've had the football for nearly 13 minutes of football time in the 2nd half. On 2nd down, it is a running play. Williams is tracked down short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 3rd down and a yard to go.
Jackson Senni with the tackle. Really could say a touchdown saving tackle.
So Patterson has not returned since going out with the helmet coming off. Williams stays at a tailback. 4:28 to go in the game. Clemens of football in what should be 4-down territory, the Ranger 44-yard line. Smithson Valley needs a stop in the backfield or a turnover here. It is a run for Didominenko, and he's got the 1st. Backs his way. Ball. Did it come free? Rangers say that it did, but the official rules Didominenko went down.
Oh.
1st. And a 1st down for the Buffaloes now at the Ranger 42-yard line. Very similar offense to what we saw in a low-scoring game last year, won by Clemens at Ranger Stadium, won that game 16-10. Again, this is a team that wants to limit the amount of possessions in the game for both themselves and the opponent, let the defense do the work, and it's led to success. Williams, the sophomore tailback, is dragged down at the 42, no gain. Tackle made by Hobeck. 2nd and 10 as Patterson checks back into the game for Clemens.
I tell you, Williams looked pretty good for a sophomore. Nimble feet and learns how to take contact and go with it.
Only 10 carries, though, through the first 3 games for Williams. Again, a lightning quick 2nd half, already down to 3:10 remaining in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 10, It is a run for Dita Benenko, and he is buried. A combination of Thomas Zoig and Ethan Sill on the tackle will set up 3rd down, 11 to go, and the biggest 3rd down of the game coming up.
It is amazing how quickly Zoig got in there that time to grab his legs. Linebacker just ran to the spot and was fortunate enough to get there.
Again, I would think this is 4-down territory for Clemens, depending on what happens here in 3rd down.
Yeah, I would not argue with that. Why give up the ball?
3rd down and 11. The sophomore Max Didomenenko at quarterback. Back to throw, takes off to run. Didomenenko slips 1 tackle. Flag is in for what should be holding as Didomenenko takes off inside the 10 and strolls into the end zone, but this should come back. Not a lot of elation on the Clemens sideline for a good reason. It is a hold, and the touchdown comes off the board for Clemens. So it has gone from 3rd down and 11 now to 3rd down and 21 with 2:15 to go. I still, Tony, would not rule out a running play here for Didomenenko.
Oh, I'm not going to be surprised by anything like that at this point. They just want the clock to keep running. The penalty will stop that. But this is an offense that wants to take time off the clock, and they've done a marvelous job this whole second half.
This was not the approach from Clemens, though, in the first half. 3rd down, 21 from their own 46. Run play, Didomenenko, and he is buried at around midfield. With 2:09 to go, will the Rangers spend a timeout here? The clock has stopped. And yes, Smithson Valley has called for a timeout. Their first. They have 2 remaining with 2:09 to go. So, Tony, you would think coming up here momentarily, provided everything from the punt coming up is clean, the Rangers will be about 2 minutes away and a long drive away from their first win of the season. This is going to be a big drive coming up for Levi Williams.
It is indeed, and Macias is back to punt. He's back on the field. I mean, he's not out there yet, but he has been back, and he'll be able to punt, and he is their best punter for sure. But, yes, you are correct. A good return would be something that would be fun, and efficiency is what the offense needs now. They can still run the ball a little bit, get first downs with it, but he's going to have to find receivers who want to catch the ball in traffic and make plays. Levi Williams is who I'm talking about.
Here is Macias with Sill back to return. And Sill will settle at his own 20. 6-point game, 2:09 to go. And Macias gets the punt away. Sill will let it go. Inside the 10, inside the 5, will creep into the end zone. Barely for the touchback. So, with 1:59 officially left, the Rangers with 2 timeouts have to go 80 yards for the win.
I think it was the right gamble for Sill to let that go because you don't want to catch it inside your 10, but boy, that ball didn't want to get into the end zone very badly. Big chance for the offense to make a statement here. We've had 3 games. This is the 3rd game of the season where everybody else has had 4. This is a chance for them to stand up and say, hey, we can get something done when it comes to crunch time.
All 3 games this season for the Rangers coming down to the final minutes. Here we go from the 20. Williams back to throw on the rollout. Throws, and it's complete. Across the 30, ball comes out. What's the ruling? They're going to say the receiver, the freshman, Casey Wells, was down. And he's got the first down at the 32-yard line. And boy, the eye test up here, Tony, I know we're Ranger guys up here. I thought that was a fumble for Wells, but we'll take the non-call.
You know, we've seen some bad calls both ways, and I won't argue with you. I didn't think he was down yet, but the whistle blew. You'll take it.
That's the bottom line. First down now from the 32. Williams out of the gun again, facing a 4-man rush. Williams flushed out. to his left, throws over the middle, incomplete for Franco. Saw a backside pursuit from Quentin Mayberry, had a sack earlier in the game. 2nd down and 10.
Obviously, he had to get rid of the ball and take the incompletion versus a sack that would have been about a 15 to 20-yard loss. So a good job of Levi getting rid of the ball there. Leave yourself a chance to play for 2nd down.
95 seconds to go. 19-13 Clemens lead. Rangers the ball, needing 68 yards for a touchdown. On 2nd and 10. Williams off the play fake. The senior going deep over the middle. Pass is nearly picked off. Looking for Chandler Cole, goes in and out of the hands of Ty Seeley. The Rangers dodge a bullet there, now 3rd down and 10.
Garrett Cole did a great job of playing defensive back on that play, because that clearly could have been an interception, but he did a great job of making. Now, your quarterback is now back out at safety.
And yes, Dino Manenko, listed as a safety coming into the game, not a quarterback, is back in his natural position on this final Ranger possession. 3rd and 10 for the 32 in what's 4-down territory. Williams back to throw, pressured, deep middle again into traffic, pass overshot, looking for the freshman Wells, defended over the top by Dino Manenko, and now 4th and 10.
You had both Frash and Franco over here on this sideline. If you want to dump it for about 5, 6, 7 yards and maybe get a 1st down, but we threw it down the field again into really not a very good opportunity for success.
Here's your ball game. The Rangers have to reach their own 42 for the 1st down. Clemens fans on their feet. Williams back to throw. Flush out of the pocket. Williams on the run. The senior steps up. Williams looking to throw, going deep into traffic. The pass is incomplete. Great pass rush, great coverage by Clemens, and the Buffaloes a minute 10 away from a 1-0 start to 26-6A play.
Great defense by the Buffaloes again, putting pressure on Levi Williams to make everything look harder than it was. I still go back to the 3rd down play where you had running backs over here on this sideline get most of that, maybe even get a 1st down. That makes the next play easier. It's just everything seemed to look way downfield on that when you needed a 1st down more than anything, in my thought.
Again, Smithson Valley can only stop the clock twice, only 2 timeouts left. Not much they can do right now, other than maybe strip the football here. On 1st down, Patterson on the run for Clemens, and Patterson up to the 26. Good 1st down play. That's good for a gain of about 6, maybe 7 yards, and the Rangers spin their 2nd timeout.
Tough play to make it a very easy second, 3rd down. Got to get a stop. Got a chance to stop the clock one more time on 2nd down to, force them into a 4th down. But you got to stop 2nd, and then you got to stop 3rd after that timeout. So difficult call for the defense. It's been on the field a lot tonight. And I think if anything you could say that's probably been the biggest deterrent to defensive success is they've been on the field almost all of the 2nd half.
Again, barring a miracle finish here, the Rangers will drop to 0-3 for the first time in 30 years, and this will be their first in-season 3-game losing streak since 1995. Meanwhile, the Buffaloes will improve to 3-1, and next week they play rival Steel right here in Litoff. The Rangers will face Canyon next week at Ranger Stadium. 2nd and 4, Dino Manenko calls his own number, has a 1st down inside the 20, and that'll do it.
Yep.
It does not appear the Rangers are calling for the 3rd and final timeout. So Smithson Valley's offense has struggled 3 games into the season, but they have faced 3 really good defenses so far.
Yeah, they have indeed. And for an offense that's kind of young in a lot of ways, that's been a difficult learning situation.
Smithson Valley lost just one district game all of last season to Clemens by 6. And they're about to drop their first 26-6A game this season, again by 6, and again to Clemens. The Buffaloes don't have to run another play, and they won't. The final seconds tick off the clock as Clemens starts 26-6A play 1-0. The Rangers 0-1. Back to wrap things up on the Rangers Network. Final score again, Clemens 19, Smithson Valley 13. Back with more Smithson Valley football on the Rangers Network.
Come on in.
Hey, Coach. I'm here to try out for the Rangers mascot. I mean, what's better than the guy who Smithson Valley was named after?
Don't you mean Benjamin Smithson? You're Benjamin Franklin.
Smithson? Oh, that makes sense.
He was instrumental in founding this area in 1856. He was one of the first Rangers.
The first Ranger. What position did he play for you, Coach?
He was a Texas Ranger, a Western lawman.
I get it now. I like where this is headed. Be right back. Hey, Coach. How about another perfectly executed shameless plug while I'm gone?
If you need video production work, there's no finer organization than WIC Productions. It's who we trust for Rangers Network and game night scoreboard production at Ranger Stadium.
Well?
Oh, you nailed it.
Rangers we will be!
WIC Productions. Watching a video is just better than reading stuff.
Back to Litoff Stadium, final score, the 26-6A opener, Clemens 19, Smithson Valley 13. I'll say this too, Tony. Smithson Valley's defense continues to give the team a chance to win football games. Again, they've suffered 3 tight, tough losses by a combined 10 points so far. 1 point loss to Midland Lee, a 3-point loss to Madison, losing by 6 here tonight. The defense keeps giving them a chance. That has to be a big positive for the Rangers moving forward.
I don't think there's any doubt that is the positive we can focus on.
Well, that's going to do it here for us from Shirts. Again, the final score, Clemens 19 and Smithson Valley 13. For Tony Brubaker and our entire Rangers Network crew, I'm Brain Freeman saying good night from Litoff Stadium.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Comal ISD. The Comal Independent School District is a fast-growing and innovative district with more than 23,000 students. Families are attracted to Comal ISD because of its family values, neighborhood schools, and safe environments. Come to Comal ISD. And Chicken Express, home of world-famous chicken tenders and legendary Chicken E sweet tea. Dine in, drive up, or drive through. We'll see you at Chicken Express. And Physicians Premier. Our conveniently located freestanding ERs are fully equipped and expertly staffed so you get the best care closest to home. At Physicians Premier, you'll find faster service, friendly doctors, and a comfortable level like no other. And Texas Regional Bank. Buying or building a home? We have construction and mortgage loans to help. For all your personal or business banking needs, Texas Regional Bank, the people you know. And Texas 46, a home-style hill country restaurant, has been in the Spring Branch community for over 30 years, where the focus is on a Lone Star favorite, slow-cooked barbecue. We can cater or host your next large event, too. Welcome to Texas 46.